As we open on our adventure, we see a world of great possibilities. We see a family on a dock waving to a fisherman's boat as it heads out to sea, passing by a giant statue of a woman holding out a functioning lantern. View shifts across an expansive ocean and to a whimsical forest where we see an Earth Genasi man fending off a group of children with sticks. Laughter imminent as he is soon tackled by the brave battalion of young soldiers. And when his back hits the ground, the focus moves upwards, and we see an extraordinary queendom strung between trees, connected by bridges and rope. We cover an expanse of land through the trees to the sky, flying alongside a worm and his rider. The tiefling's arms being flung out into the air in excitement as they break the clouds to see a cluster of floating islands circulating a castle built into a statue's open palms. We see as people flutter and fly between the islands, seemingly with no assistance than the wings upon their backs. Attention shifts to a bird's wings, expanded as it flies across the ocean. It begins to dive bomb into the water, and we follow it, before going much deeper, continuing down beneath the planet's crust, the inside, crystals emerging from the ground, much like that of a geode. Watch as two crystalline elves share in a laugh, their arms wrapped around each other as they stumble into a bar full of celebration. Then our vision snaps back to the surface, in the middle of a bustling city, as a man darts through the streets, pocket watch in hand. We continue upwards, watching as a loud yet efficient monorail zooms across our vision, as we continue to climb, seeing the shadows on rooftops surveying the city, until all we can see is the city, and the clock, one and the same. Welcome to Vanilla. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Would you like to go around and introduce yourselves?
As real human people or characters?
As real human people.
Real
We'll get
human
here.
people.
Wow.
Wow.
We can start with Elliot and go in alphabetical
Okay.
order.
Hello, my name is Elliot. I use they, he pronouns. And yeah. I'm vibing.
I'm sorry, did you say we're going in alphabetical order? You expect me to figure out which one
We're
comes
in
first
alphabetical order.
Oh.
It's alphabetical order in Discord.
Oh,
Discord
well,
has an alphabetical order.
fuck all of you guys. Are we
We
allowed
love
to say
you.
fuck on this podcast?
Yes, we're allowed to say
Oh
fuck.
my god, we're allowed to say fuck.
Fuck.
Fuck. Okay, you go next.
Okay, it's me.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's you,
Hi.
apparently.
I'm Caitlin. They, them.
Wonderful.
Thank
You
you.
sound like
They-
a 1920.
I was gonna say
It's only
They-
gonna get worse from here.
my
That's
pronouns are
effective.
they, them.
Pronouns are they, them, Tony.
Okay. I love that. That's beautiful. Hi, my name's Lark. I use they, them pronouns.
Hi, and I am Mac. I use he, they pronouns. Welcome to Mercenaries in
Only two
Retrograde.
genders on this podcast.
There are only two genders on this podcast.
There are only two genders on this podcast.
Oh,
That's
damn.
why it's in retrograde.
Honestly, we need to. We really gotta diversify.
I diversify.
I think our characters are diverse enough.
So true.
All right. Well, now that that's out of the way, we can kind of just jump right into it. We're going to start. We begin within this bustling city of technology and innovation, as we know as Renaissance. Our focus zeroes through a window that leads to a private study in disarray. Open books and charted maps with strings connecting very specific points. Papers line the floor, and we see a frazzled man stand at a desk. 3 open books in front of him. Caitlin, can you please describe your character?
Imagine if caffeine addiction was given a mortal form.
That's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. Simmon Petaldae is an insectoid, specifically of the dragonfly breed. He has one wing that is flesh, another made of wrought metal and stained crystal. He is 5'11" and 4/7 inches.
That 4/7 is important.
It is. He wears a knee brace. He has blue skin and brown pink ombre hair, and he's got dorky nerd glasses.
Wonderful. I love him. You were just in your office, just passing time by going through all your notes in front of you, and you hear a knock on the door.
He doesn't answer it. He's busy with his hair.
The knocks get more frantic, as if to say, "Please open this door, or I will bang it down."
Oh, yeah, Coleman. And he goes and gets the door.
Yeah. In front of you is a fling woman with green skin, and two horns poking up out of her hair. Her hair is blue. And she's kind of like standing against the door frame once you open it.
Hiya, boss.
Hiya, Simmon. So, got a little bit of situation.
I love situation.
Nothing too bad. It's nothing you gotta worry about. But
I ain't worried.
if you could stop by Alex's place sometime today.
It would be my honor.
Wonderful. He's got some things that he thinks you should look into.
I love looking into things. All right, I'll go right now, and then I go.
Wonderful.
No time wasted.
Like, you said caffeine addiction gained a mortal form, but I didn't feel it until now I feel it. Now
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. And you
Go,
like
I'll go.
you bolt past this woman, and she like is used to you by now, so she doesn't even react, and she just closes your door for you that you left wide open. And we pan over the city to a bustling outdoor market. There's full of all the goods you could ever think of. There's fabrics, there's some technology, both old and new. There's some like fine wines and like some places selling like street food to just pick up. And we see as a small child with feline features pushes between a bunch of adults with a small fish in his mouth. And there seems to be a man if you stand down yelling thief as the child like flips him off and keeps fucking running down the street. And the man turns back to the customer in front of him, trying to put away his rage. Elliot, can you please describe your character?
Okay, so in front of you there is a short-ish crystal elven man, about 5'5". His hair is held back in a side ponytail, very curly, lightly pink tone, almost as if like dye has faded over time, but it's natural. His skin is a light sun orangey pinkish color. He is a sunstone elf. He's in this very colorful array of clothing. Titty window, crop top.
Love it.
His pants are two-toned, and one of the sides has purple stripes on it, and it's green, and the other side is just fully purple. Very adorned in golden jewelry, very pretty, and he's also wearing fingerless gloves, and where his fingers should be are pieces of metal, as he has prosthetic fingers.
Oh!
He also has a prosthetic leg, but that's not as noticeable.
You finish out your transaction with the man in front of you. He hands you like a bunch of fish, and you look down at the errand list that Alec gave you. You're out doing errands for him. You remember earlier this day, before you got sent out for your usual stuff, Alec did let you know that if you ever wanted to like do some like extra jobs for some extra cash, so you don't have to keep relying on him, that he has something might be in the works later today if you are interested in that. But other than that, you are free to do whatever you want in this city. You got pretty much all the errands, so you should at least drop by his place to drop off the fresh fish. But
I really don't want those fish going bad. I really don't. That's gonna smell so bad.
And you had to carry them.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not that strong either. Let's just go back to his place.
Yeah. We cut cross back to across the city to a beautiful little tavern. It's really rustic. It's nice. And the door reads "The Resting Python." And you push through the door, and you see as Alec is just scrubbing down some tables. The place isn't open yet because it is quite early in the morning. But he is like getting ready to open up. And he looks in as you approach. He's like, "Oh, hey! What's up, Algernon?"
Oh, hello. Yeah. I got the fish.
Is that all you got?
The fish. I mean, I got everything else too, but the fish were the heaviest part, and I really don't want to carry them anymore. They kind of stink.
Yeah, as you say that, a large, crackling red and black python slithers across the counter and comes and like wraps half its body around the fish and like kind of takes it from you. Thank you. If you want to stick around, one of my friends is stopping by for like a job, so like if you're interested in that.
You know I could always use some more jobs. I am very broke. Very broke.
Yeah. People only give you your pocket change around here.
Yeah, it kind of fucks. You know, people could pay a lot more for some good fucking music, right? I'm a good musician.
He just smiles and nods.
You motherfucker.
Got work to do, and he goes into the back.
I will string you up. I will.
Like a pie without any filling.
Yeah, he just starts whistling as he goes into the back like he can't hear you.
Adding salt into the wound.
I'm a good musician.
And you look over and there's like a little corner that you have like your little setup that you normally perform in, and you do see Francesca, Alec's daughter, is just sitting there kicking her feet back and forth. Do you leave your instruments out, or are they in your room?
No, they are always either on me or in my room, so no one can damage them. That shit's expensive. I'm broke.
You see her just kind of like sitting there. She is a half tiefling, half human. She has green patchwork skin and brownish blue hair flowing down about shoulder. It's about like chest length. And she's kind of just kicking her feet. And she like waves to you.
I'm gonna head on over there. Hey, kiddo.
Hey.
You need something? Or just waving hi?
I'm just waving.
I'm gonna give her head a little ruffle.
Like shakes her head away from your hand. It's like, stop, you're messing with my hair.
Yeah? You're already pretty messy hair?
My hair's not... I brushed it this morning.
You know, just because you brush your hair this morning does not mean it doesn't get messy. You have to brush it multiple times a day.
Sounds like something rich people would say.
Okay, kiddo. Whatever you say.
She just like laughs and reach up and ruffles your hair.
Oh.
And then she gets up and bolts into the back where her dad went.
This entire fucking family's gonna be the death of me.
Yeah, Are you gonna go back upstairs, or are you gonna do stuff downstairs?
I'll go back upstairs and just start practicing, warming up, tuning my violin.
Yeah, as some time passes and we hear some music flowing out of the resting python, we see as a this young woman, as the welcome sign comes up on the front of the resting python, we see as a young woman rolls into the shop. Laura, could you describe your character?
Of course. Celeste Tormalia is a very sweet-looking young woman. She has like shoulder-length blonde hair, blue eyes. She's a human. She's like 20-something years old. Did I say she was? What did I say she was? I don't know. She's like 20-something, like very early 20s. She's got a pretty blue dress on, and she has a very light and almost delicate looking manual wheelchair, and the metal parts of it are all light blue and gold, and then the spokes of the wheels have sort of crystals that they're made out of, and the crystals are the exact same shade of blue as her dress. So it would be appropriate to assume that they are magically enchanted to match whatever dress she's wearing. Yeah, and she is, she's very cute. That's it. That's the end.
I'm so in love with her.
Oh, and she's got little white wheelchair gloves. They're very practical, and also they can stay white because there's magic, and so that's not a problem.
Yeah, it's amazing what magic can do for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so as you roll in, there's some other like patrons at this place. It's not like a fairly busy place, but it is, locals know where to go, and it is here. So you see as Alec is like in the middle of serving some people, and he notices you, and he gives you like a little wave because you're friendly with him. Hi! And then he goes back to like serving some people. And about the same time you roll into the shop, our good friend Simmon also bursts through the door right behind you.
Oh, I mean, just gonna like scooch on and around it. I scooch on around her.
Oh, I am swiveled around. Just full 180-degree turn of like, oh, hello.
Oh, hi there.
You're very tall and loud.
Thanks. Usually the first thing that people notice about me. I'm glad you're observant.
Wonderful, thank you. That's it, end of conversation.
I realized that I didn't describe what Simmons wearing, and I feel like the comparison is important. He's just dressed like Orpheus from Hades Town, except with the simplest gloves up to his elbows.
Mwah, beautiful.
I love it. Oh,
I love them so much.
He's beautiful. He's so tall, but I want to put him in my pocket. Alec clocks that you're here, and you head on to the back. And when you get into the back, you see Francesca is working at the station back there. She's rolling out some pizza dough for some breakfast pizza.
Delectable.
Yeah, and she notices you, and she like sticks her tongue out at you. She continues to work.
I stick my tongue out back.
She wipes. She like is in the middle of working and notices that you are like taunting her back, and so she like sighs and wipes like her flour-covered hands on her little apron, and she turns around and she like puts one finger underneath her eyelid and like sticks her tongue out again and like blows a raspberry at you.
I do it back like with both eyes and my middle fingers.
Yeah, she like starts to like flip you off, and then Alec walks in and she puts her hands down. Yeah, you both act like you weren't even doing this in the first place. Alec walks back, and he's like, "Oh, yes, I have a job for you."
Wonderful. I love jobs.
I don't know where I put it. I'll be right back. And you see as he kind of like frantically like clambers up the stairs as he like goes to his room. Algernon upstairs, you hear the sound of a full-grown man like bodying a wall as he makes his way upstairs. And you can presume it's Alec because nobody else really comes up here. But you do hear that.
Yeah, I just go and like violin, the like light music that was filling the tavern suddenly just stops. As he takes his violin and bow and just creaks open the door looking out. What do I see, God?
Yeah, you see like the door to Alex's bedroom is like pulled open, like it's like been slammed up against the wall. And you see his room, which is it's not a very filled room because he doesn't stay here often. But there is like it is a mess in there. And you see him like rooting through like some scrolls and stuff. And you see him like turn around as he like has a big scroll underneath his arm, and he turns and he sees you like looking through your door because it's across the hall. And he's like, "Do you want to do the job?"
I mean, yeah, I could have used some cash. Coin. I would love the job. What is the job?
Come with me. Come with me.
I guess I'm going with you.
And he walks around you to get downstairs. And you see as you two walk down the stairs, you see Simmon and Francesca are just finishing flipping each other off as they as you guys re-enter the room. And Alec doesn't seem to notice, and he's like, "Okay, so I have a job. It's very deadly, but
What?
there's only two of you. I don't know. It's really important, and it should get done, but there's only two of you, and it's really deadly, and I don't want either of you to die."
I mean, I got the strength of like 12 men right in these arms, so like I think it'll be fine.
You hear Francesca
Are you
laugh
feeling
at
okay?
Francesca
What?
starts fucking laughing.
Algernon is just gonna lean over to Alec and be like, "Where did you find this one? It's kind of delusional."
I'll have you know, I haven't been called delusional since last week. I am perfectly sane
Are you sure about that?
and real strong. I can lift iron pots off of a top shelf.
That's nothing.
So can I.
It's real strong.
So can I.
I could like pick up a child if I wanted to.
You look like a stiff breeze could tip you over and knock you out cold.
Well, back in my day, I used to ride those stiff breezes
Back
all
in
day
your
long.
day? How
Yeah,
old are
back
you?
in my day.
How old do you think I am?
I don't know, you know, probably like 300 or something. I'm 27. I feel old. My body makes me feel old.
Are you sure?
As you guys have this conversation, Francesca makes her way out of the room as soon as she heard you say that you could pick a child up, and she does not want to be demonstration.
Oh, she's perfect.
He's so good.
So she
I want
makes
it
her...
on the.
If anything happens to her, I'd kill everyone in this room and then myself.
I want it on record that Simmon has 16 strength.
You're stronger than me.
On wizard.
But Algernon isn't gonna say that.
Yeah, Francesca makes her way out of the back room, and she has like some drinks, and she's doing some of her job because she is a waitress here, despite being like 13. So she like goes around, and then she like sees that you're here, Celeste, and she like finishes up her rounds and gives you like a big wave, and then like kind of makes her way over to you, and it's like, "Hi."
Hello, it's so good to see you again.
It's good to see you too. Did you do anything fun recently?
Not really. I've been home and here, So, anything fun you've probably witnessed? What about you?
I have also been home and here, and I went to the market and I got myself some new shoes recently, and she like shows them off. She kicks her feet out and like does like a little silly little jig for you.
They're lovely and they look beautiful on you.
She like has like the biggest smile.
Well, I'm just be your sister.
Ellie?
If you just say it, it makes it true.
God. I think you're my sister now.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, and she gives you a big high five.
I give her a hug. I was like, oh, we're good. Okay, we're hugging now.
Yeah, and she gives you a big hug back. And she has new horns. Like she's fairly young, so her horns are like just coming in. She makes like a big effort to like move her head away so she doesn't like stab you in her.
But I'm so much shorter than her because I'm sitting down.
Yeah. She's like a little bit taller than you, but she still is like when she like goes into hug, she lifts her like head up to be like above you.
Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah, you see as she like calls back, like she's like hugging you, and she like lets go, and she's like, Dad, I have a sister now. And you see like Alec is in the middle of a conversation, because you can see back through.
Yeah.
There's like a window into the back. And you see that Alec is having a conversation with these two, the loud, tall one, and some person that you've probably seen play before, but you haven't really interacted with. And you see as like he's in the middle of a conversation, he turns around and notices like you two are talking, and then he like clocks what she just said, and is like, what?
Oh no, I'm not like your daughter or anything. I'm good in that area, but I am Francesca's sister now because she said it, which makes it true.
So you're coming to family dinner?
If you'd like me to.
Oh, we'd love to have you. And he gives you like a big thumbs up, and then he's like, oh God, wife's gonna kill me. And then like Francesca like pulls back from like the hug and is like, I have to get back to work, but I will come harass you when I'm not busy.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you so much.
Come, sister. And then she runs off. Her tail like swaying behind her happily.
I love her so much. I would do anything for her.
Yeah. And then in the back room, Alec kind of like turns to you two once like after he got that, and he like when he looked back in the room, he did clock how like kind of busy it was, and he was like, shit, I had to work actually. So he turns back to you guys like, okay, go into more detail once the brekkie rush is over.
All right.
So I will be back in like an hour or two, so you guys can do whatever you please. Want food, it's on the house, obviously. But, you know.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Right, so, I'll stay in the kitchen unless you're gonna cook. And then he walks out.
Oh, I can cook.
I
And then follow
cannot
him out.
cook. Okay. That's where we're
Oh,
going.
oh yeah, you here too. Who are you?
Algernon Heart. Charmed.
Simmon Petaldae. Nice to meet you.
Oh, your hand is filthy.
My hand isn't filthy. I got gloves on to protect them.
Yes, but those gloves are very, very stained.
They're not stained. It's only ink. Ink's not a real stain. It's just a part of everyday life.
Oh, Lord, and I don't know, he's going British, but Algernon is just gonna go take like the finger, take one of Simmon's fingers and just shake that and cast prestidigitation. So your gloves are no longer ink covered, and then he goes in for the hole.
Yeah, right. He accepts this.
Don't worry, they'll just be covered in ink by tomorrow.
This is true.
And Algernon will represtidigitation. You're getting free laundering from this man.
I accept it.
Yeah, so you guys are free to do whatever you want in the tavern while Alec attends to the guests.
I would like
just vibe in a corner.
Nice. I want to play a little diddle for the breakfast rush so that people
Diddle?
can hear some music.
You're
Diddy
gonna
diddle. Play a little song.
Oh,
play a
the
little
bar's
diddle.
already fiddling.
No,
I don't like that. I don't like what's happening here. Goodbye.
I don't like the energy we brought to the table.
What is wrong? He's just playing a little diddle.
It's Diddy! It's Diddy!
Nobody tell him. Nobody tell him.
No performance.
That is going to be a dirty 20.
Nice.
Plus 7.
First roll of the game, baby.
It fits the energy with your diddle. Dirty 20.
I hate all of you. Go on, please.
I'm
Don't
so
make me
sorry.
linger on this.
I'm so sorry. Anyway, you play your little ditty, and it lights up. I'm not saying diddle anymore. It lights up the tavern. It was kind of chill. It's kind of relaxed environment, like it's morning. But your little ditty just kind of like spreads a little bit of joy throughout the tavern, and you get 2 silver pieces.
Ooh. Some dancing lights do appear every once in a while, and they're just like lightly flashing in and out of existence along with the beat of what I am playing.
That's fair.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna clap along.
Roll a performance check.
To clap along?
I think it's entirely offbeat. That's a 4.
Yep, it's offbeat. You're not
Algernon
clapping
does
loud
start to
enough.
play just a little bit louder and a little bit faster to cover it up.
You're not clapping loud enough for anyone to hear, but you are just awkwardly in the corner clapping offbeat. I just want
It's
that
like-
image for us.
Something.
Thank you for that demonstration. I loved it.
See, I thought you were just gonna make your own piece to put in here, but I think we should just overlay that little ditty that you just sung for us.
The little diddle I just sung.
Anyway, I'm gonna go talk to the
Saw a person awkwardly clapping in the corner. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I do. I think I come up and I just go, "Hello, tall person.
Ah! Hello, short person.
I'm actually not that short. You just can't tell because I'm sitting down."
That's alright. Not that perceptive. I got these old peepers and I like wiggle my glasses.
That's all right. I don't mind. You were having a bit of a discussion back there. And I was just curious what was going on.
Oh, we're getting hired for a job. Do things for money.
What kind of a job?
The deadly dangerous one. Dangerous for 2 people, even if one of them is really, really strong.
Well, I've never died before, so maybe I could help.
I've never died before either, which is really, like, surprising. So I think we could use your luck.
It's a statistical wonder, so I think I'd be well suited to it.
Wonderful. We can be a whole group of statistical wonders.
I would love to be a whole group of statistical wonders. I'm assuming that means there's one more person who has never died that's going to be joining us.
Oh yeah, that guy. And I point at Algernon.
Lovely.
Look at him. Look at him go.
Hey, you guys just stand there and kind of like just get lost in his performance a little bit because it's quite good.
Yeah,
Despite
I'm just hanging around trying to insert myself into the adventure. Because I've been trying to get into adventuring and this is my big break.
despite Alex's
Like a
comments
musician.
earlier, he is actually good at playing music. Alex just likes to rag on him.
Aw.
But yeah, as a few more moments pass, Algernon wraps up his song,
seems that like Alec is like as Algernon is wrapping up, so is the breakfast. So it seems like a lot of people are leaving once the song starts to come to an end. So there are only like a few like locals still left in this little tavern. And you see as Alec walks over to you two in the corner and is like going to like tell Simmon to follow, and then notices that like you're also here, and he like
Yeah,
kinda, gives.
I'm just looking at him as if I'm already involved.
Yeah, I think he like kind of like looks between you two for a bit, and it's like he like puts his hand up and like leans over to Simmon like very loudly. It's like, does she know?
That was my dial, absolutely. She said that she's never died before. I think that's a great member to have on our team.
It's true, I've never died before.
You know what? Can't fight with that logic. And he goes to head into the back again, and he gestures to you, Algernon, to follow.
Yeah, Algernon gives a little bow and then heads off the stage.
I don't know if I'm asked to go, but I'm coming with, one way or another.
Yeah, you follow them back. As you come off stage, you see like a few people clapping. There's this older woman who like stops you on your way out, and hands you a little flower.
Oh, this is lovely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
And he
dearie.
goes, and as he takes the flower, he sort of does go and kiss her hand, and then put the flower in his hair.
Yeah, you
and
see
then gives her a
as-
little wink and leaves.
You see as you kiss her hand, she like puts her other hand on her cheek and is like just watching you as you go away, and she's like giving you a little wave, and you see as like this older woman next to her like hits her on the side. It's like, Beatrice, stop that.
You're married
And
to me. They're
Yeah,
lesbians.
they are. That was just a little
Yay.
secret for later, but they are lesbians.
Yay!
Yay, love wins, guys.
Giant lesbians at the resting python.
Wonderful. Yeah.
That should be on the Resting Python merch.
Assign lesbian at the resting python.
Yeah, but it's like all the sexuality.
Oh, I enjoy that. Write that down for merch ideas.
Really
Anyway.
right stuff.
Merch ideas that'll never happen, part 1.
Yep. Anyway, you guys all head into the back, and you see as he goes over to this like little table, and pulls out like this bigger scroll, and it has like some flour and stuff on it because he left it down on like the pizza making table, like an idiot. And so he like brushes it off, and he like unfurls it as he like reads over all the details again, and he's like, right. So basically, there is this crystal mine right outside the exit of the 4 o'clock district. And some whack shit has kind of been happening in these mines. That needs to be kind of checked out. Basically, they were mining this place out, and then they kind of broken into a weird subterranean area. And ever since then, like a bunch of miners have gone missing. And the ones that haven't gone missing and refuse to go back have heard like some weird like sing noises and like clicking sounds from like deeper within, and they kind of just like ran away because who the fuck wouldn't? And so basically the pay is like 300 gold pieces for the whole party.
Holy shit.
I can do so much with 100 gold pieces just for me.
Sounds like a reasonable price to risk your life.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, so basically like that's pretty much the rundown. This scroll, and he like holds it out to you guys, has a little bit more information on it, but you know, at your own pace.
I got a question. Is it like minors or minor?
Miners, as in there's a mine. That make you feel better?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is is there is a mine. We're getting paid a lot of fucking money to go into it. And no one's come back out the same.
People have come back out the same.
But no one's wanted to go back in.
Have they described what they see?
No one has really seen anything. It's more of the sounds that emit from the subterranean area. It's like a loud like hiss and click. I can't recreate it because I wasn't there. Oh, maybe.
Nope.
Maybe it did sound like that.
Who knows?
I'm great at noises and impressions.
Yeah. You're so good at everything. You're so right.
Thank you. I am. I really am.
Well-
Really, truly am.
While these adult men are fucking around, can I take the scroll and like read it? Cause you said there's more information on the scroll, and I'd like to know what it says.
Yeah, so basically, the information on the scroll is basically saying that basically everything he told you, and then also on top of that, there's some like extra little bits about how they had found some weird fungus within the mines as well, like within like the where they broke through. There was like some weird fungus that was growing on the inside of the cavern. But they haven't really been able, they've like tried to test it out and they haven't really been able to make a match to anything that they know of.
Interesting.
It's pretty much all that is on this scroll extra, besides like some like minor details that are like, if this happened.
Minor.
Now, what kind of details are we
Not
talking
great.
about? Are these mine working details or are these small details?
Small details! I hate this. This is gonna start my villain arc.
This goof, this bit. Matt's gonna TPK us.
TPK you in the
no.
mind. No. So it's like tiny details of like, if you turn right here, you can get to the mine easier. Like if you're coming from this district, it's easy to go this way, like stuff like that.
Okay.
And if you're from like a ways away, like there are like there's a waiver in there to like take the monorail for free, like stuff like that.
Fancy.
You guys aren't that far. You could probably make it in a day if you go by normal. Excuse me.
Bless you.
That was
Good audio.
You're welcome for that one. You can leave that in with the miners.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, this all sounds very reasonable to me. I don't know about the rest of you, but I certainly want to do it.
I would love to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always down.
Oh, so you're gonna take it?
Hell yeah, we are.
There's literally no reason I wouldn't right now, so.
I don't know. People are finicky with that stuff. But if you're gonna take it, when you finish, just head back here. It's not super urgent, but like of course people are going missing. So like if you feel better, if you need anything from me, I can try and help, but I don't really have much left on me from my adventuring days. Oh, Simmon, come here. He like kind of like walks over to a corner, like waving you over.
I go over.
And he's like, okay. But like, there's some like extra stuff that I'm not gonna tell them about, and it's not in the description, but like it's from Intel.
Yeah.
Some like special things in there like that relate to like your whole thing. Pretty sure.
Oh yeah, baby.
So that's why we're kind of sending you here. So whatever you
Epic.
get, come back to the boss.
Yes, Doritos. I can absolutely do that.